on to something that's really going to get you excited.
The
That's
Texans?
right. The Houston Texans.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Right. You really want to get excited? Here we go. Gary W. says they missed the playoffs not throwing guys.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Against the lowly Jags.
Well, I mean, they had Carson Wentz, too. I mean, didn't want to throw that much. But that's a good point, Gary. Boom, breakfast buddies. Fair point. All right. We're moving on to the Texans. Come on. Do you really have anything to say about the Texans? I mean, Brandin Cooks, we can say a little something about, but come on.
That's really it. 83 plays below average, so already the pies are very low. The quarterback play is going to be bad. Davis Mills did have a couple flashes, so out of the last year's quarterback class, I think he honestly showed more than anyone outside Mac Jones. That's also a very, very low bar. And I don't think that's what continues. I actually am pretty high on Trevor Lawrence. We'll talk about in a little bit.
I just remembered something we were talking about on one of our big best ball drafts. It literally just hit me right now when we were talking about Matt Ryan and breakfast. Weren't we talking about him eating like dry shredded wheat or something for breakfast? Like the least sexy breakfast you could ever have.
Yeah, because it was like Pittman that had a comment about like Matt Ryan putting it wherever he wants to.
Oh, right. I was gonna say there was something obscene about his breakfast too, but I don't remember what.
He was force feeding him dry Wheaties while taking him from behind. Actually,
I think that was the quote. Hey, we should put that picture on a shirt.
Yeah. Be a huge seller among the kids.
We should make sure Matt Ryan sues the ass off us.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, okay, sorry. I digress. I know we're supposed to be talking about the Texans, but what I just brought up is probably the most interesting thing you're going to hear in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So. That's true. Yeah, so you're welcome. Seriously. I just picture Matt Ryan like walking into training camp with that shirt on. It's just like I'm your captain.
That shirt on with like a box of shredded wheat under his arm.
Exactly.
Carrying it like a pocketbook almost.
Seriously. I did one thing I tweeted out was Davis Mills had just one fewer game of 20 plus points than Lamar Jackson, the same amount of stats. So starts. And that I think says more about Lamar Jackson last year than it does Davis Mills. But it does tell you that there is in best ball, again, I know we're kind of repeating that phrase in best ball. But like Davis Mills is never a guy you're going to confidently go and start in your league where you actually have the decision making. But he's going to have a few weeks, given how just freaking awful the Texans are, that he's going to have to chuck it 45 times and he's going to put up 25 points and he's going to be a viable quarterback one in those weeks. Good luck figuring out when they are. I'm not going to try to play that in seasonal leagues, but I don't think Davis Mills should be 100% dismissed in best ball and certainly not in 2 QB best ball leagues. The one man he's going to be feeding, Brandin Cooks, 26% target share, 138, a nice bathing there, 92 catches, 1,086 yards, 7 touchdowns. Feels about right. Top 20 numbers. Cooks. Yeah, he just always kind of produces. He's always underappreciated. He always produces. I think this is the one year fantasy fans are actually like finally just appreciating him because he's going pretty early round 5 right now, and that's right where he belongs. You can only go so high with Davis Mills, but Davis Mills also targeted him over 30% of the time in their starts together last year.
And your Davis Mills quote just a minute ago, just to rewind about 30 seconds back, is a classic. This is vintage Wolf stuff. He should not be dismissed totally in a 2-quarterback best ball league.
Yeah, of 32 teams.
Right. You can't dismiss this guy completely in a best ball 2-quarterback league. He might be worth a look.
Even in 1-quarterback leagues, I've been taking him as like
no, come on. Let's not be silly here.
He'll have 4 weeks of 20 plus points. So in best ball, he'll be in your lineup those weeks, unless you have a way better quarterback, then he probably won't be. So
unless you've drafted one of the 26 quarterbacks,
one of 29 quarterbacks we have ahead of him. Seriously, I don't have much interest. Like Nico Collins is getting hype. I'm not into him. John Metchie is going to come along slow with injury. Not into him. The only other guy I would talk about, and right now I have it projected as a very messy backfield, 145.
What a train wreck of a backfield that is.
154 going to Dameon Pierce. But Dameon Pierce, a lot of Alvin Kamara comps in the sense that he was really, really good every single time he touched the ball in college. He just was underutilized ridiculously. And so I don't know that the Texans will be any smarter than what Florida did with him last year. The answer to that's probably going to be no, given they're already talking up Marlon Mack and saying he's going to be the clear starter. And then eventually it's going to be handed over to Pierce, and Rex Burkhead's still lingering around to nibble on some cheese. So is it probably just going to be a three-headed gross and you never know who you're going to get? Yeah, probably. But Dameon Pierce does go in round like 11, 12. And maybe, just maybe, is this type of Alvin Kamara. Like, Alvin Kamara also was on the Saints with a great QB, and there's a lot of other factors that helped him out too.
There were a few subtle differences between the two situations. Right.
But I do think he's a player. Like, I like him. Duck loves him, and Duck was all over Eli Mitchell last year as a good running back sleeper. So I do like Duck's sleeper running back.
You know, we do like to make fun of Duck, but he's right about a lot of stuff.
He's really good with his sleeper running backs. He loved that. Like, he's called some pretty good breakouts, and he's really in on Dameon Pierce. So I'll give it a Duck. Like, I've drafted Dameon Pierce pretty much solely on his recommendation.
Dameon Pierce is a monster. We got it right in the comments right here. You're
not
the only one.
Yeah, so there you go. And we had when we had Thor on for the college preview, he was raving about the pick of Dameon Pierce. He thought it was an absolute steal how far he fell, and he was just like, they have no one on the roster that is even a mile within the Dameon Pierce ability. So there is like the off chance he just is that much better in training camp, wins the job, and then just goes bananas. So I am drafting him a fair amount in round 11 and 12 on a lot of people I trust and like recommendation. It's feels kind of gross because it's just like the Texans, and I don't really want anything other than Brandin Cooks there. So I'm not like overexposed to him, but I'm getting some Dameon Pierce action going on.
All right.
What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.